here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, well, at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died and who gave that right to me. I'll gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
Who'd been named Fighter of the Decade earlier in the year.
How is a fighter of the decade if he got beaten in a decade? And I'm champion for over a decade.
If there was ever a fight in history that should be split 50-50, it's the Pacquiao-Mayweather fight.
So why Pacquiao?
Everybody's been waiting for it. Now we get it.
Why now?
Everyone is talking about this fight.
What changed?
This is the one fight that the entire planet has wanted to see.
Not Floyd Mayweather.
You absolutely right. Floyd ain't changed. You know what changed? Manny Pacquiao changed. Y'all may have forgotten, but I ain't forgot. And I love Manny. I'm going to keep saying that. I love Manny. And I never want to question somebody's spiritual conversion. But I remember the days when Manny was partying hard, about to lose his wife and all of that stuff. And around that same time when he was doing all of that partying and all of that, that's when Floyd was talking about doing the drug test. And during that same time, Manny refused to take the test. Then all of a sudden, he switches up and now he's not partying. Now he's a Christian. Hey, I'm not going to question why he did it, but Floyd had every right to ask that man for a random blood test. Who knows what he was doing while he was partying or what he was taking while he was partying. That was a sensible request.
If Manny gave blood before a fight earlier in his career with me, he would be like no good for me for at least 3 days. I can say that it wouldn't bother me and so forth, and you might say it wouldn't bother you, but we know it bothered him mentally. He doesn't believe that he can win because of that. It just wasn't good for us.
Okay, so there you have it from the man himself. He said it himself, it was a problem for them. So all of this time, while the whole boxing community talking about Mayweather's running from Pacquiao, the man's not running from Pacquiao. The man said take a blood test. He was going to take a blood test. He was going to agree to do it. Shane Mosley agreed to do it. Why? I mean, all Pacquiao had to do was agree to it, like he finally did, and then the fight would be on. So all this time we've been blaming Floyd for not doing the fight, scared to do the fight, when in all actuality, Freddie Roach just said it was a problem for them and it wasn't going to work.
The history between Mayweather and Bob Arum is a long one, fraught with slights and battles, grand designs, and thwarted ambitions. It dates to 1996, when Floyd made his professional debut under Arum's promotional banner.
When I went to Top Rank, at that particular time, their whole focus was Oscar De La Hoya. He was the cash cow. So only thing I could do is respect that. Bob Arum wanted me to be a certain way. So that's why we kept bumping heads,
You came out, you showboated a little bit earlier. You do that, that's part of your thing. Obviously, it rankled the crowd a little bit. They weren't thrilled with that.
Some guys you love, some guys you hate. That's what sells tickets. And I'm here to sell tickets, you know. I'm a performer, that's what I do, I sell myself.
I hope all of y'all up-and-coming boxers are listening. Deontay Wilder, Terrence Crawford. And look how Top Rank, Bob Arum, HBO, and they reporters, they all had it wrong. They bet against little Floyd Money Mayweather. They tried to tell him that being a showboat, the crowd didn't like it, the fans didn't like it. I mean, this man know the history of Muhammad Ali, when you have that type of skill and talent, and you pretty and fly, and you could talk and sell yourself, that's a winning combination. What are they talking about? They bet against this boy, and they lost. HBO lost, Top Rank lost. Floyd Money Mayweather, TBE, won, and is still winning.
I'd rather be hated for being real and who I am than be loved for someone that I'm not.
After 10 years, Mayweather decided to assume control of his career and his identity. For $750,000, he bought himself out of his contract with Arum.
Finally, when I got free and became my own boss, I done things my way.
Pretty boy Floyd was a thing of the past. In his place emerged a louder, more brash persona. Money Mayweather, owner of Mayweather Promotions. He'd so offend to make offense a skill. Floyd booked a fight against none other than Arum's erstwhile golden boy, Oscar de la Hoya.
That's when we started doing record-breaking numbers, and that's what it's about.
It was the biggest purse boxing had ever seen. Well over $150 million. Floyd won the super welterweight belt and the mythical pound-for-pound title. What's more, it would be the last time anyone called him the B-side fighter. Meanwhile, a new fighter gained top billing in Arum's stable. Boxing's first and only 8-division champion Manny Pacquiao was named Fighter of the Decade, staking his own claim to pound-for-pound supremacy.
The first time I came to America, we ride a Greyhound bus from San Francisco to LA. At that time, I met Freddie Roach, and that was the time that I met him, and we do a couple rounds of meets, and we like each other. So that's the beginning.
We just had a really good connection right away. It was like I've been doing mitts with him my whole life. He had everything. I was amazed at the speed and power together. I've seen guys fast before, and I've seen guys with power before, but never someone that had both. I knew he was special.
All right, tail of the tape. Ferlisinola Ledwaba against Manny Pacquiao. I'll get it right, Pacquiao.
It came just a few weeks after the fighter and trainer first met. An opportunity for Pacquiao to be a last-minute replacement in a bout against 122-pound champion Leslonolo Ledwaba. The unknown challenger offered quite the introduction.
I had never heard of Manny Pacquiao when we first saw him, and the first impression was, pow, where did that left hand come from? It was so fast, so straight, and landed with such force. He had the wow factor.
Yeah, and Joe Cortez has seen enough. That's a TKO victory for the very impressive Manny Pacquiao.
It's great to be part of an event that so elevates the sport of boxing. When we compare it to other events, major events like the Super Bowl, even the Olympics, we get worldwide attention to those events. And it's been rare that that worldwide attention focuses on a boxing match. And believe me, with the help of everyone, the world, the entire world, will be watching May 2nd in the United States, May 3rd in Asia, but they'll all be watching this great event unfold. And it's a credit to the sport of boxing that we've been able to put on such an event. So I want to thank you, Leonard, for your great cooperation, and it really has been great. Everybody said, hey, with the animosity, with the camps, you'll never get this done. But that's not true, because it's been seamless, everybody's been cooperative.
And Mr. Bob Arum, let me tell you why it's seamless and why it's going to be as big as a Super Bowl. One reason only. Floyd Money Mayweather. This fight would not have happened without Floyd. It happened because Floyd said it was going to happen. Everything that he said he was going to do, he did. If he didn't want it, it didn't happen. And you guys are still failing to give the man credit where credit is due. That's why the fight didn't happen 5 years leading up to it. And even though he's won and done everything he said he was going to do, y'all still not giving him the credit. And then y'all pulling this stunt with Manny Pacquiao's shoulder, trying to get another payday. HBO is finished. Top Rank is finished. Manny Pacquiao, I had much more respect than you. But after this stunt, if Floyd Money Mayweather had lost the fight and then tried to pull what Manny and his manager, his trainer, tried to pull during the fight, this man said, "I thought I won the fight." Are you serious? You thought you won the fight. Freddie Roach told you to get up there and say that. And then after, you gonna say you had an injury on your right shoulder. Your power arm is your left shoulder. You ran into the Mayvenchi code, bruh. That's all that happened. Just say it like a man.
We're all family. We're all part of this. We're all part of this boxing family, and we're all so proud to be able to present this event. Manny Pacquiao has been backed by HBO since the beginning of his career. The first time he came on the scene was as a substitute, when he was brought in and he won a world title in his first appearance on HBO. And since then, HBO has been behind him 100%. They built his career, they've built his image, and they've made him the personality that the public sees today. First time he came on the scene was as a substitute, when he was brought in and he won a world title in his first appearance on HBO. And since then, HBO has been behind him 100%. They built his career, they've built his image, and they've made him the personality that the public sees today. And since then, HBO has been behind him 100%. They built his career, they've built his image, and they've made him the personality that the public sees today.
Did he just let that come out of his mouth? Did y'all just hear Bob Arum? He said HBO made him, made Pacquiao. They built his career, they built his image, and they made him the personality that the public sees today? Oh, okay. So the Manny Pacquiao personality with the come to Jesus moment from the partying, about to lose your wife image. Oh, that's all HBO's doing. Oh, HBO gets that credit. HBO made his career. They built him. Now you see why Floyd Money Mayweather is the best ever. Now you see, straight from his mouth, that's what they wanted to do with Floyd. They wanted to make his image. They wanted to tell Floyd that he had to be pretty boy Floyd. No, no, no. I'm going to be Money Mayweather. I'm going to make the bread. I'm going to build my career. I'm going to decide my personality. You not going to make me. I make myself. No man can take the credit for Floyd Money Mayweather. Manny Pacquiao, you see who owns Manny Pacquiao. Top Rank and HBO. They made him. No man on the planet can make that statement about Floyd. Floyd made himself. Floyd has the Mayvenchi code.